So today is one of my favorite days of packing personally, but it's loading up the truck. I'm going to show you guys how I go about loading my truck to stay and live out of it for this upcoming trip of 3 months. You know, just maximizing space, being the most efficient and the most comfortable on the road is essential. And I've come up with a system kind of over the past few years that works best for me personally. But it's the Silverado Suites. Home is where you park it, and I'm going to show you guys how I organize everything and set it up to live out of this thing. First order of business is I've got the back empty right now, so I'm going to show you the entire process, me loading my mattress in here, all the other stuff. But I've got this deck system I actually got from a buddy, so this kind of helps a lot for just having some extra drawer space and stuff like that. I load a lot of my tackle in there, honestly. And this one here, I've got like some other toolboxes and extension cords, stuff like that. I got a lot more to put in there, but on top of it, I just got like a little Velcro straps that I actually just got a roll of carpet to set on, so it just makes it so there's a slight padding, but more so just the comfortableness of the carpet's a big thing for me. And we have the tackle room, or kind of tackle room. This is kind of, I set everything aside that I have to put in the truck, so you can see my mattress. Got like all my bed sheets and stuff like that, rods, extra rods. Got tackle in this big tote, more tackle, so we got a lot to cram in there. This isn't even including my clothes bags and duffel bags and stuff like that, so we're going to get to it. I'm going to start loading stuff up and kind of show you guys step by step as I go how I go about setting it up. Well, since my rods are in the way of the mattress, we'll throw those in first, but I actually put them up in these rod tubes up here. I built these rod tubes myself. I've gotten a few questions on how I did that, and really all it is a PVC pipe. I've got a buddy that actually wrapped the rod tubes black for me. He works with Precision Wraps, so definitely check them out. Shout out. But actually on like Amazon.com, you can literally buy these. They're called like a conduit carrier end cap kit or something, but it's all you do is just buy a 6-inch PVC pipe. I got these at like Menards. They come like 10 feet long. I cut mine down to be like 8 inches or 8 feet 3 inches, I believe. So I had a little bit extra room for like 8-foot rods. But all you got to do is screw these in, these caps in, and it goes in pretty easy. And then I just put like some caulking sealant around it to keep them watertight. And I also put like a little foam sheet padding on the end of the rod tube so that for the tips of the rods and stuff like that, so it's just got a little bit of cushion to keep them a little safer up there, because you never know, you slam on the brakes or something like that and you go to try to pull a rod out at a tournament, you might be kind of an unhappy camper, you could say. Since I got two, I like to make one side bait casting rods, one side spinning rods, so that way if I know, what I need at that time, I can just kind of pick and choose instead of trying to sort through all of them. There we go. I'm going to put on a jacket because Minnesota winters suck. But I really like those rod tubes. It was something, I built them for pretty cheap. I know like you can buy actual ones made for that, but I tried to save a little money, and it's actually a pretty easy process. So it works really good. I used to travel with any extra rods that I had in the cab of my truck in my passenger seat. And that just got to be kind of a pain because, you're constantly trying to juggle around those rods and also just opening up that space. Now they're up out of the way, makes for a lot more better driving experience, and I just get to, keep them out of the way and know that I have them with. And I can kind of carry a lot. So I'm carrying more this time again because I said I'm going on the road for 3 months. So I'm going to be fishing 4 different Bassmaster Opens. I go to Florida, to Alabama, to Tennessee, back to Alabama, so you never really know exactly what you're going to need. And as a fisherman, you can never really have too much gear with you because your mind is constantly just juggling a bunch of different ideas. But we're going to keep on going, and stay tuned. See, I have an actual legit twin mattress that I put back here. I actually have an extended cab truck, so it has a longer bed length. My bed is 6.5 feet long. I'm like 6'2", so it kind of works out great because I need that to also fit the mattress. I specifically got this truck because of that reason. So I've also, a few years ago when I first started out sleeping in my truck and everything camping, I did use a blow-up mattress. I didn't have a deck system like this, so I had a blow-up mattress literally on the bottom of my bed. And I would do that. I'd blow that thing up all the time. It'd constantly be deflating at night and stuff like that, especially in cold weather. That really sucked. But now that I have the legit mattress, I mean, it's just so much more comfortable. I actually had a friend give this to me, so I'm grateful for that. Shout out, you know who you are. But yeah, I mean, it just makes it way more efficient. I don't have to worry about blowing it up. It's all set up ready. So now it's time to make the bed, make it look all homey. A little out of breath. It's kind of hard making this thing when you're in there, but got the bed made. Look at that. If that doesn't look comfy, I don't know what does. I honestly sleep better in this thing than I do in my own bed. And so, because it is my own bed. But yeah, this is my blanket. I've had this thing since I was as long as I can remember. Like, I've had this thing forever. A lot of people think it's ugly, but I don't really care what those people say. So, this is my bed. It's made. Let's keep going. So, getting a couple more things in here. That plastic tote, kind of 3-layered drawer pull-out thing, that's my nightstand. That's what I like to call it. But, I'll keep things in there. I haven't really gotten any clothes packed yet or anything like that. I'm still working on that. But, I'll put like hats in one drawer. I'll put like cold weather gear, like winter hats and mittens and stuff like that. And I'll put towels in another one. And that kind of keeps that stuff out of the way. It's organized. It's got its spot. But yeah, that's kind of what I do with that. And I can use the top of that to set my phone at night when it's charging and stuff like that. Whatever. But got this big bin. I've got tackle in there. It just fits really good right here. I'll actually end up with a duffel bag of clothes on top of that. But this right here, this has been my best friend for many years. The laundry basket. Not even used for laundry, ironically enough. But I'll actually just store this right there. But I've got a fan. I've got a little space heater. I got this thing for like $8 at Menards. It's awesome. I've had it for like 4 years. So an extension cord and like a multi adapter, so I can actually like run an extension cord to power at the campsites and then plug it into that. I'll just run the cord, put it up in this corner, close my tailgate, shut the back topper lid, and I got power in there then. So I can actually charge my phone, I can charge my GoPro, I can do whatever else, my computer, work on some things back there on hotspot, anything like that. But then when it comes time that I actually feel like I need to use my fan or heater, I'll actually just flip this upside down, so it's got a good little platform right here, and it's just able to like project right on me when I'm sleeping. And that way it keeps, especially the heater, mainly the heater, but it keeps it at a good angle, so it's actually like warming or cooling me down. But also with the heater, it's not really like in a risky spot for even being worried about like a fire hazard or heating things up too much, especially with how much fabric's in here. So that's my little system with that. Let's keep going. Got all that tackle in that room you saw before, loaded up in these drawers. Like I said, I still have some in that tote. But I got some other just like accessories or supplies. Like I got like an extra trolling motor prop, an extra pull cord for the trolling motor, some extra rope, a heat gun, a saw. Like, you never know really what you're gonna need. I got in those toolboxes, I got kind of everything you might need. Other than that, just basic tools. I've also got like a jack, a big T-bar, stuff like that. It's so important to be prepared and maximize on the space that you have, so that if you do run into anything, you do have the ability to possibly figure it out. But yeah, bunch of hard boxes in here with soft plastics, other hard baits. stuff that I'm not necessarily going to be needing in Florida, at least immediately. And again, was same kind of deal over here with some soft plastics, but you get to load those up. They're out of the way, out of sight, out of mind, and then come over here. Got a couple things in here. I fold up my back seats, so I've got like a little Yeti cooler. There are times when I'm gonna, be on my own a lot and wanting something like some lunch meat cold and stuff like that. I got a bag of extra reels to go on, extra rods up top there, and I got a boat seat. On the opens, you're required to be able to provide a seat for a co-angler if they request it. And we're going to put other things back there. I got another backpack, with some other stuff. And then I like to leave one side kind of open, honestly, to put my boat cover back there. So then I got my front seat open, and it's pretty smooth rolling from there. You don't really need a whole lot. I still got to pack all my clothes, but really that's about it, honestly. I got a couple duffel bags. I'll put one with like cold weather apparel and stuff that I'll probably keep in the back of the cab of the truck, and then I'll put like my everyday essentials, just shirts, pants, sweatshirts, socks, underwear, all that stuff. I'll probably set it on top of that tote in there. But, for the most part, that's it. It stays pretty simple. It's nothing too fancy, but it's a system that works for me. I've been able to kind of build it up to this just by keeping it cheap and kind of figuring out what works best for me. I hope you guys kind of got some value out of this, got to see a little inside look of this. You're going to hopefully see a ton of videos of me on the road, and you'll see this setup many times. So thank you guys for watching. Definitely click subscribe because we're hitting the road in 2 days, and I'm super excited. I'm going to try my best to bring you guys along with me inside and out, on the water, off the water, everything and anything, showing you guys the real raw stuff of the life on the road. And yeah, thanks for tuning along. Home is where you park it, and we're definitely going to end up all around the country traveling out of this thing and having a blast chasing bass.